Hey kids, it's the Andy-san here. This is part 2 of my 3-part video mini-series on how I lost 20 pounds in 2 months' time. And in this part, I go over the exercise routine that I used. It's a pretty basic exercise routine, but I thought I'd share it with you just because it really helped me out. When I started working out again, it was around January, so the weather wasn't exactly looking so good outside. So I really couldn't do much outside other than shovel snow, which definitely helped me lose a couple lbs. Yeah, basically my routine consisted of going downstairs on the treadmill for about 20 to 25 minutes at a time. Originally my routine consisted of going on the treadmill for about 25 minutes to a half hour, maybe even longer, but I was going in between 3 to 4.5 miles an hour. Like I was going up progressively, and then I would go back down, then I would go up progressively. Later on, I changed that routine so that way I wouldn't keep on working out for hours on end. So I condensed it and decided to work myself out harder. So I basically did what's called intervallic training. My routine on the treadmill now consists of a 5-minute warm-up where I just walk about 3 miles an hour, pretty slow pace, just enough to kind of get the blood flowing. And then after that, I run 6 miles an hour for a minute. And then after that minute, I spend the next 2 minutes at 3 miles an hour. After that, I spend a minute at 8 miles an hour, sometimes 9, depending. Then I go back down to 3 miles an hour, and I just keep on kind of cycling that for about 20 to 25 minutes at a time. And that helps improve special muscle fibers that help you run and stuff, and that also helped me improve my endurance too, so I wouldn't get as fatigued as quick. But now that the weather is getting nicer, meaning that it's not as cold, I can do more stuff outside instead of staying down the treadmill all the time. I'm actually changing up my routine from, instead of going on the treadmill, I would just go outside, and sometimes I'd run for about 1.5 miles. Other times I would just do my usual bicycle routine, where I would go from my house to Walmart, maybe around town, and then back. Or sometimes I'd go to the next town over in Coldwater, fart around town a little bit. Not much to do in Coldwater, but I basically just kind of fart around and then go back. I remember several years ago when I was living in Coldwater, right after I got out of Urbana, I weighed, my guess is probably around 230. It was definitely the heaviest that I've ever been, and the heaviest that I care to be. And I just kind of blame it on the college lifestyle where, late night eating, not exercising a lot, poor diet, stuff like that. Also, depression had a good part to play in that. Well, basically, since there wasn't much to do in Coldwater, I would bike from my house in Coldwater all the way to the Walmart, in Salina, which is a town away, and then back, which in total was about 30 miles. And I do that every day. Helped me lose around 15 pounds in just a month's time. So I know the bike routine works, and I know that, there are guys, especially the runners, kind of frown upon the whole bike just because, you burn more calories by running less miles than you would on the bike. But for me, the bike is a lot more enjoyable. It's a lot more kinder on my joints, and since I don't have proper running shoes, which are essential if you're running, at really high speed and, you don't want to hurt yourself. Since I don't have those, biking is a really good alternative. But I do run as well. I just kind of change things up, whatever I'm feeling like. Yeah, that's pretty much the gist of my routine. I also did some sit-ups and stuff too, but I largely found those to be a bit ineffective since in order to really, slim your gut down, you have to have a general overall bodily health. You can't just be doing sit-ups until you're blue in the face. Because even though your muscles might be developed, if you keep on doing that, with all that fat covering them up, nobody will know. Proper cardio exercise, as well as dieting, also helped me kind of trim down. And even though I'm not exactly rocking the six-pack yet, I'm still a lot slimmer than I've been in years, to be honest. It's definitely been a long time since I've been under 200 pounds. And if you guys are wondering, I measure at 5'10". So for a guy who's 5'10" and, weighing over 200 pounds, at the time I didn't really think I was heavy, but now that I'm a bit slimmer and I look at some of the older pictures of myself, and even some of the older videos, where I have the super duper double chin, It's like, wow. No, I was really, really heavy back then. But, that's in the past. So, in the next video, I'd like to go over the dieting routine that I use to help me lose the weight. This is the Andy-san, signing off for now. And I hope you guys tune in to the next and final installment of the 3-part mini-series on how I lost 20 pounds in 2 months. See you there. Bye.